Today we are talking about the shattered Afghanistan. It's been a regular news about the situation of Afghanistan. The Taliban have returned to power in Afghanistan 20 years after the ouster by US troops, sparking concerns that they will impose harsh rule, neglect to provide basic service and abuse human rights. We all heard the name of Taliban, but do we know the real story of Taliban? I am Sudarshana and you are watching Q News. Taliban are the predominantly Pashtun Islamic fundamentalist group. The word Taliban comes from Talib, which means student in Arabic. The group was started by Pakistani religious school students in the mid-1990s. Taliban formed in 1994. They were made up of former Afghan resistance fighter known as Mujahideen, who fought in the invading Soviet force in the 1980s. They aimed to impose the interpretation of Islamic law on the country and remove any foreign influence. In late 1996, the Taliban seized the capital of Afghanistan, Kabul, and gained effective control of the country. In 2001, the US-led invasion toppled the original regime. The Taliban regrouped across the border in Pakistan and began taking back territory less than 10 years after their ouster. In August 2021, after 20 years, the Taliban had seized more major cities, including the capital, Kabul. The group's swift offensive comes as the United States withdraw its remaining troops from Afghanistan as outlined in 2020 peace agreement with the Taliban. The Taliban posed immediate threats to Afghan civils and political rights enshrined in the constitution created by the US-backed government. Foreign governments have warned that if the Taliban do not protect Afghans' rights, they could stop providing aid, which could lead to dire humanitarian crisis. Observers also fear that the Taliban could allow terrorists to operate within Afghanistan, threatening regional and global security. The Taliban have claimed to committed to the peace process and inclusive government and willing to maintain some rights for women. They are giving rights to women that they were allowed to continue their education from primary to higher education. The Taliban also threatened gains made in Afghans' standard of living since the US invasion, and US officials have warned that Afghanistan is facing collapse as the poverty rates climb, hunger soars and the economy tanks. Hundreds of thousands of people could flee their homes, joining the millions of Afghans who are already displaced. President Biden announced that the United States will not meet the deadline set under the US-Taliban agreement to withdraw all the troops by May 1st and instead release a plan for the full withdrawal by September 11, 2021. It's time to end America's longest war. The remaining 3,500 troops in Afghanistan will be withdrawn regardless of whether progress is made in intra-Afghan peace talks or the Taliban reduce its attack on Afghan security force. And citizens, NATO troops in Afghanistan will also leave. The Biden says Washington will be continue to assess Afghan security force and support the peace process. The Taliban says it will not participate in any conference on Afghanistan's future will until all foreign troops leave. Taliban fighters overrun the capital Kabul and take over the presidential palace hours after President Ghani leaves the country. Taliban leader says they will hold talks with Afghan officials to form an open, inclusive Islamic government. Former Afghan President Karachi and Abdullah, formerly the chief executive under Ghani, create a council to facilitate a peaceful transition to a Taliban government. The takeover follows the Taliban's rapid advance during which is captured all two Afghanistan provincials. Afghan security forces in some areas reportedly negotiated surrenders and avoided fighting the Taliban. Thank you for watching and stay tuned with us.